Muffy Culhane, Board President of SAM25. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued support of SAM25 and its programs. This is an exciting time as SAM25 moves into our newly renovated permanent home. What a blessing. It truly is an event made possible by our whole generous community. Sam's House shelter space is larger and more functional while continuing to provide meals, kindness, and a warm place to sleep during the cold winter months. The Resource Center provides a dedicated space for people in our area to come for guidance and assistance in finding housing and employment. The Thrift store will offer economical, everyday, and interview clothing while providing another source of income for SAM25 programs. The future community clinic will provide basic health care to the uninsured and referral for assistance in finding health care insurance. In this unprecedented time, we trust that SAM25 will continue to be a place of hope, health, and housing for our community. It is amazing that only 7 years ago, SAM25 began with a group of individuals watching a DVD together about the growing poverty in our country. 6 years ago, SAM25 was incorporated and received nonprofit status. 5 years ago, Sam's House Emergency Shelter opened, and to this day is the only homeless shelter in Shawano County. Each year, programs for guidance and assistance have been started or expanded, helping people regain their self-sufficiency and their self-esteem. SAM25 continues to provide an avenue for what we are all called to do, to love and help each other. I thank you for your continued support in providing hope, health, and housing to the people in our area. It is heartwarming to see what can happen when we all work together. Thank you, and take care.
Okay, so I'm sitting in here in our soon-to-be former shelter that got us started and reflecting a bit about what this place has meant for SAM25 and those that we serve. And I just want to first and foremost thank everybody that helped set this up and made this possible from the very beginning 5 years ago. It's incredible to think about the amount of effort and work that went into setting a shelter up in such a short amount of time. I also want to thank the City of Shawano and SMU for so graciously providing this awesome space to be able to give us a start to create what SAM25 is. This truly could not have happened without your generosity in allowing SAM25 to occupy this space and really figure out our needs. So that is just super important. We've grown so much through our resource programs. We provide referrals. We have a hub and spoke approach to helping people to get to where they need to go. We work and partner with many different organizations. We work incredibly closely with Safe Haven, Salvation Army, NewCap, Shawano County Human Services, just so many different organizations that make everything possible. So I would also like to give a shout out to all of them as well and say thank you for everything that you do to support and make it possible for us to be able to get help for people. As I also reflect, I think about how much SAM25 has grown, and I've been here, so I'm going into my 5th year, and so just, in the time that we started to now, just so much has happened and so many people have been helped. And that's a pretty cool thing to be a part of. I feel very blessed about that. What did SAM25 do to help you?
SAM25 is a shelter. And when I needed the help, they put out the hand and pulled me up out of the rut. And I still sort of slipped down there a little bit, but yet when I come by and I see Jan and Chris, And well, they help. It just helps talking to them because they're good people. And this is what Sam's 25 taught me. And if you have trouble, come see Jan or Chris or anybody who's just been here, and they'll tell you the same thing. I know it's been rough since this virus COVID-19 is around, but it will get better. And for myself, that I wouldn't be successful like I am if it wasn't because of SAM19, SAM21,
SAM25.
I'll get straight, man. It's just a beautiful place. And, we have certain rules, but we have rules everywhere, and we follow them with them. Man, you love it.
We have our emergency shelter. This place started with a bunch of people that just wanted to help and have a place for people to go, and it has grown to so much more with resource assistance and helping people with daytime programs, classes, our Steps to Success program, our Getting Ahead program. And this has all just been built, it's just this constant progression of programs that we have found that can really make a difference for a lot of people.
My name is Sabrina. I first moved up here to Wisconsin. SAM25 was a big, tremendous help to me and my boyfriend. We moved up here, had no place to go. They helped us out by helping us out with apartments, jobs. It's a great place if you ever need a place to go. In the last 2 years since we've been up here, I have been working at Charlie's County Market. We got our own place after we got up here, and they helped us out. We've been there for a little over 2 years now. It's been truly remarkable that things has been a blessing to us since we moved up here and we didn't know anyone. Working at Charlie's has been the best thing in the world, and living in the apartment, awesome. SAM25 has done a tremendous job with us and helped us out in any way they could.
Surprise you guys. Hi, Sherry. Sherry,
Hi.
how's it been working here this summer?
A little warm for one thing, but no, it's rewarding to help out as much as I can, and because new building coming into play, they need all the help they can get. Pictures are wonderful to look at. It's going to be a fabulous place.
Hi, Chris.
Hi there. What are you doing?
What do you think of the new building?
I love it. I love it, and I'm very excited about it.
What do you think will be better about it?
It's going to be better organized, I think, better floor plan, better movement for everyone. It's pretty nice digs. We'll have more space. We can accommodate more people. We're going to have a kitchen we can cook in.
Anything you want to say to our volunteers?
Yes. How are you? We miss you. Life isn't the same without you. And we're going to put you to work in the fall.
We're packing up.
Yeah. Sylvia's back here.
Getting ready to go. Look at all those blankets.
Yeah.
Sylvia,
Yes.
what do you think of the new building?
I think it's great. A lot of room. And take more space, and it's going to be great.
You think it'd be better for our guests?
Yes, they do.
Think it's going to be more fun for our volunteers?
It's going to be more fun, and they will feel safe over there. More room for us to social distance there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
Awesome. Anything? Do you miss our volunteers? Anything?
Yes.
Anything you want to say to them?
Tell them that we love them, we miss them, and that we are doing everything we can to make Sam safe, where they feel safe and they can come back and feel that they're going to be okay.
Hi, Lois.
I tell.
See, I surprised you, so that way nobody can. Do you miss our volunteers?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Yeah. Yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah. Has it been tough this summer without anybody coming in?
Yes, it has.
Anything you want to say to our volunteers?
That we miss you and that we love you, and hopefully you can come back to us.
What do you think about the new building?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's going to be so nice.
Yeah. What's better about it?
It's bigger and more, going to be more roomy where we can do things to help the people.
Mm-hmm.
This new building will provide a lot more functional space. It's much larger, has a larger capacity. We can serve more guests. It has more bathrooms, and it also has more intake space, more storage space. So overall, that will be incredibly helpful for our operations. It also is really cool because the shelter evening program is a separate space from the daytime resource programs. So in order to honor client confidentiality, that will be incredibly helpful and really quite vital to our operations and ensuring that the shelter guests are not seen by people coming in during the day, and we're able to keep those things separate. We will also have space for the thrift store and the medical clinic, which is medical clinic is really phase 2 that still has to be renovated. So that is in the state review process right now, and so we're really excited about those programs as well, and those are going to be coming in the winter, we hope, of 2020, 2021. And for right now, we just want to get the shelter up and running, especially with COVID and everything that happened this year in the pandemic. It just totally threw everybody for a loop everywhere. So, we want to get the shelter up and running and our resource programs, which is everything that we have already created. And we really want to get that going and have a really solid foundation for those in the new building. And we're incredibly excited about that. So, overall, I would just like to say thank you so much to our community. Thank you so much to everybody who donated in any way. Thank you so much for, to the grant funders. We wrote a ton of grants for this, and people just really turned out and were so helpful and generous. So everybody that was a part of that, it's just been incredible. And we were deeply, deeply humbled by the support that you provided in such a short amount of time. So we really want to make sure that everybody knows that you are all a part of this and that we couldn't have done this without you. It's because of you that we're able to make sure that this project goes through. So we also want to thank everybody that volunteered in any way. We've had our contractors and everybody's been so gracious about allowing us to use volunteers. SAM25 is a volunteer-built organization. So we really wanted to make sure that our volunteers were a part of this project as well. So we had people that were coming in and helping with demo. We had people that come in and help paint. We had people that come in and help clean. We're having people help us move. It's really cool and really just been a fun thing for everybody to be a part of. And then as far as our contractors go, we've had some really awesome people in there working, and we really would be remiss if we didn't mention all of them. We have Larry Loudy, we have Joe Schmoody, Adam DeRozier, we have Maybe Plumbing, Canope Heating and Cooling, Deerco, Radke Ryder Electric, Chad Loudy. There's just been so many contractors involved that have made all of this possible. They've donated stuff. They've donated their time. It's so wonderful to see so many people come together and create this really great space that is safe and clean and functional and a forever home for SAM25. So thank you. You are all a part of SAM25. You are all what makes it what it is. It's just really that type of organization, and we couldn't do it without each and every one of you.
Okay, so this is our shelter entrance to the back of the building. So as we've always had in the past with our programs, the shelter guests come in through the back, and that's a really great way to ensure confidentiality. And so when guests come, they'll come ring the bell, and then we will do an intake for them and get them into shelter. Welcome to Sam's house. We're so excited to show you our virtual tour. Thanks for joining us, and we just want to thank everybody for being a part of this, everybody that donated in any way. This is what made it all possible. So thank you. So come on in. So back here we have intake offices. This year we actually, with the new building, have 2 intake offices, which is a huge improvement. Previously we only had the 1. So we have one right here and the second one here. And then we have a bin room right here. I'll open this door. And this has to be set up yet. But this will be the area where we store bins and guest items, which will be really convenient right outside the intake offices. So we're very excited about that. Follow me down the hall. This is our future clinic. That door, that is soon to be renovated as well. So the clinic behind me is under construction, and we actually just got the plans approved for through the state. So we're going to be starting that hopefully this winter. And the clinic is really important because we have a lot of guests, and there's a lot of people in our community that lack insurance, and that's what this clinic will be for. Is for basic care for people who cannot afford it and do not have insurance to pay for it. So we hope to have that open very soon. I don't know exactly the open date just because the clinic needs to be reconstructed first, but we'll be announcing that to the public as soon as that's available as well, and are very excited to offer that to the Shawano community, as it's a foundational goal of SAM25 that everybody has access to health care that they can afford. And come on into the shelter. So this is the first guest bedroom that you'll see, and we have 8 guest bedrooms, so a little more increased capacity, and all the bedrooms are a lot bigger than what we've had in the past, so we're excited about that as well. So now we're going to be heading into our dining room and kitchen area. This is where we spend the most of our time when our guests are in shelter, when the shelter is open. It's the most communal space and kind of the central area of our organization. So come on in. And this room is quite a bit bigger than our previous dining area, and it's also kind of doubles as the living room area. There'll be a TV up there eventually. We have to make some modifications this year due to COVID, but we're going to do what we can to keep everybody safe and hope to get back to our normal shelter operations in the future with the dining and the communal area. And ahead of us is the kitchen, and we're awaiting cabinet doors and final plumbing in there. But we are super excited about it. It's huge. It's about 3 times as many cabinets as we had in the past, so we're very excited about that. And they're all custom-made cabinets for us. Half of the kitchen was actually donated from a kitchen tear out in Green Bay, and the donors wanted to get rid of the cabinets and give them to an organization, so we were very fortunate to get those. So the rest of the kitchen is based off of that original kitchen. And then we have the laundry area. We'll have 2 stackable washer and dryers that we're awaiting through a grant through the USDA Rural Development. So we're very excited about that. And we should be getting those hopefully before the start of the shelter season. Okay, and so here we are gonna go into the children's area. This is really special to us because we've never really had a dedicated children's area before. We had kind of like a little family room at our former shelter, but we found that to be very helpful with our kids. And so come on in here, you can check it out. So this is actually a separate area, and we're gonna be getting a window for this, like an actual like a glass pane for this. But then we can see the kids, but if they're making noise, it's not a problem for other shelter guests. And again, these cabinets were part of that kitchen tear out that was donated, so we're going to reuse those, and we're really excited about that too. Just to have some nice space to store all of the toys and books and all the stuff that the kids have. So. Towards the front of the shelter and the office space. So up here is our daytime program space. This is our resource day and resource center program space up here, which is really nice because it's completely separate from the shelter. In the past, we had shared space with the shelter, and that could be very difficult for confidentiality. So now there will be no, commingling with those 2 programs, so they'll be separate. And so guests can come in and enter from the front and come in through here, and this is where staff will be up here. And then we have my office up here, and storage space. We've never had that really before either. We're very excited. And then our beloved Steps to Success room. One of our former board members, Diane Pickett, was a great STS volunteer, our Steps to Success program, and her kids donated this sign, and donated funds to help continue those programs. So in her honor. So we're really proud to be able to continue her legacy through this and have this great STS room, which again, we haven't had in the past. So this STS room will be dedicated to resource assistance for our guests. People come in, they can get help with applications for jobs, housing, any other resources that can help them get back on their feet. And we actually will have a dedicated area for that. We also have a couple different programs in shelter called, one is Bridges Out of Poverty, which helps to teach our community about poverty and those in need and what we can all do to make things better. And then we also have our Getting Ahead program, which is a intensive college, kind of like a college course where people can, that are in need, or a lot of people are former guests, come in and participate in a, I believe it's 16 session course. And like I said, pretty intensive, and then they graduate. And so this will be basically a classroom for them. And then we also have our shelter classes that we offer as part of our Steps to Success program. And we have different topics for resource assistance, housing, jobs, healthy living, parenting, budgeting, all different classes that we teach through members of our community. And this will be a dedicated space for that. So we've never been able to do that before, so we're really excited. So this is STS room. So the wonderful thing about the Steps to Success room also is that we can use this space for any sort of meetings that our organization holds. So board meetings and committee meetings, we have different committees dedicated to various areas within the organization, such as fundraising or our Steps to Success committee, things like that, where it's a private space that people can meet and use throughout the season, regardless of whether people are in shelter or not. So we were always kind of juggling those spaces before, and now we actually have a private space with a closed door that can take care of all that. So we're excited. And then we'll head into the shelter, we'll head back in. And like I said before, the nice part about this area is that we have a door on both sides, so it shuts the shelter off from the daytime or other programs that we have, so that way nothing ever interrupts what's going on in shelter, and confidentiality is always honored. We don't have to worry about any of that, so that's really helpful now. And so as we come in here, so this is our hygiene closet, and it's already all full of awesome items that are donated. 100% of these items are donated by people in the community, so thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We give these out to our shelter guests, and then we also give them out to anybody in need on our weekly resource day, which is really every day. It started as a Tuesday program, and now has really grown to just, if people need help, they give us a call, and they can come in and get items that they need or advice on things that they need to do. So, and then And then we're going to head back to the bedrooms, the main bedroom area. So in here we have some really nice big bathrooms. We've never had this before, with showers that are accessible and ADA compliant. Each bathroom has 2 showers, wheelchair accessible, and 2 stalls in the men's bathroom, 3 stalls in the women. 2 sinks. We're really, really thrilled about that. It'll be a much, much easier space to help our guests. So, and then this is the women's bathroom. And then you come back here through this hall, and there's 5 bedrooms back here that are dedicated for guest use. So with COVID, we will have to limit, any household interaction. So there'll be 1 household or person per room at this time. And then as, hopefully if things return to what was our normal, we can have, singles share rooms again, but we'll just kind of see how that goes. But we're really excited and grateful because now we actually have more bedrooms to be able to accommodate more people and do so safely. This is all 5 bedrooms back here. So. So now we'll head to the last bedrooms on the other wing of the building. There's a couple different wings, so it helps to keep things separate. If we want to separate families from singles, or if anybody gets sick and we want to, keep people separate, that makes it a lot easier. So over here, there's 2 bedrooms, and then an accessible family bathroom as well. So that's really nice to have. So again, I mentioned earlier, if there was ever somebody who got sick in any fashion, whether it's COVID or just even a cold or whatever, we could potentially keep them separated here, and that's super important. Just any year, this year especially, I think we've all realized the importance of that, but it's especially important just for the future. If there's flu or if there's just the common cold, like I said, anything, it's kind of nice to be able to keep people separated if we need to. There's 2 bedrooms back here for this, and or we just use them as normal bedrooms if everybody is well, which we hope everybody is. We have the final, this is this family bathroom, which is really cool. There's also a shower in there, and that's wonderful for our families. It's nice to have some privacy, especially if you have little ones, to be able to, take care of them. Okay, come on in. This is the front door, the yellow door, and we're going to go into the thrift store. So when you come to the front of Sam's house, this is the entryway, and you come into the left and you go to the thrift store. This is our future thrift store. We're super excited about this. We are going to be setting this up, and we actually are getting some help through two programs. One is the Career Clothes Closet, which is a former program with Leadership Shawano County. We're going to be partnering with them. And they have a bunch of clothes and clothing racks, and they needed a space. So they are going to partner with us because we have the space without all the stuff. So we're going to get together and get that set up. And then Leadership Shawano County Class of 2021, so the current season, is actually going to be helping us get that implemented. So we're really grateful to that program because they're doing a lot to help us get this going. So we're really excited about that. And this is at the front of the building, and it'll be open on designated hours. It'll be open to the public. So this will be a public store for anybody to come in and shop, just like normal, any thrift store. So. I should also mention that the SAM25 thrift store, all the funds and revenues gained from this will be used to fund a SAM25 program. So when you shop here, you support SAM25 by helping us continue all the different programs that we have. So, and then if you come in here, this goes into our daytime programs in the resource center. So. Yeah, I think that was the yellow door, and it's all. This is where what you're going to see if you're here during the day. Open it. It has to get put. We gotta put some sort of knob on here. This is a dedicated fundraising closet. It's been like just such a gift to have that to get started, but to move here and in the larger space, more functional space. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. Yeah, and so it's really been very cool to see it all come together and this dream that so many people had and on it, so.